What's up, Taurus? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at the first 6 months of 2025 for you. I've decided to go ahead and do the 2025 predictions, but I'm doing the first 6 months, not the entire year. So what I'll do is come back in late May to finish out the rest of the year. And I've done that because I'm using this HIVE Tarot 4 deck to deliver your energies here. All major arcanas I'm using. And these are very large cards. So I can only get like 6 cards in the frame of the camera here, right? I can't get 12 cards in the frame of the camera. So we're just going to do the first 6 months here. And before I begin, Happy New Year's to you. I already did Aries. I didn't know how it was going to go, so I sort of like was stumbling around. But I think it, worked out pretty well. So I think I got a handle on it. So we're going to see what's coming up for you guys. Now, to be honest here with you, Taurus, I did go ahead and reverse about 6 major arcanas out of 22. And this is all I'm using is 22 major arcanas. But I also decided that I was going to throw some Lenomo cards. This is a deck that was created by Paris de Bono. All right, so I'll be throwing a card on each card that I throw down. And, the first card that I throw for you will be representing January 2nd, February, and so forth. So, yeah, let's just cleanse that energy here from doing Aries messages and see what's coming up for Taurus. I'm just taking my time with these energies here. I'm not trying to rush through anything. And, the reason why I also, too, use the major arcana is because they usually play out. They usually have precedence and they usually play out energetically. Okay, so let's cut the deck right quick and see what's coming up for my Bulls in 2025. Is this going to be a stellar 6 months for Taurus? All right, so what I did with Aries, I just laid the deck down and I just started, flipping cards. So in January, this is what you have to look forward to, Aries. Your own card shows up. And I love it when the major arcana shows up for the sign that I'm reading for. So, in the month of January, it may be, even though I'm doing this, the first 6 months may be your very strongest month out of the year thus far. We don't know yet, because we're only doing this 6 months, but the first 6 months is going to be very strong. And we start off with the Hierophant that represents you. So this is spiritual energy, spiritual protection, spiritual guidance, teaching and learning, on-the-job training. Someone could be getting married. Pay attention in the month of January to any epiphanies, any enlightenments, any synchronicities when it comes to angelic numbers, repetitive numbers that you see. January, the start of the year, seems to be very, very pivotal and strong for my Bulls this month. So you got your own energy here representing. And as I said into Aries, and I started with Aries because they chronologically start the zodiac signs. Okay, so and you're the next sign that's up. So the Hierophant, and by the way, these each major arcana Taurus was created by 22 different creative artists. So not one artist created all the major arcana. There's 22 of them. So this one here was Alex Schaefer that created the Hierophant for you. And so we begin in January very, very strong here. All right, so your February month, this is Valentine's month. And the card that's going to represent the energy for you in the month of February is the Justice card. Okay, so Justice card is actually pretty good because, you'll have, it may be the month that you feel liberated. Maybe the month that you feel, at peace, balanced. He holds the scales. Maybe the month that Bulls are, coming into some sort of when it has dealings with legal issues being in your favor, anything legal, lawsuits, litigations being in your favor. I always associate on the job, no, not on the job training. That's the Hierophant, workman's comp. right? Workman's comp here. So justice being served. Someone can still be getting married here and in front of the justice of the peace. So I feel this might be you exercising. Well, of course, everything else that I said, but it's more or less like I'm trying to, create that theme for you that in the month that you may experience feeling, some sort of liberation, some sort of energy of feeling at peace. Some feelings of having to know your value, your worth. And even though that's not the temperance card where I always associate that as well as the emperance card, I still feel it here that February is very instrumental or will be instrumental in terms of having to, exercise, that liberation or that feeling of being liberated or feeling at peace with yourself or having that peace with others. All depends on you and your situation, but February still turns out to be a very good month for my bulls. Up next in March, we have to look forward to. Now you have the Judgment card. Okay, so the Judgment card was the very first card that Aries had drawn, and this is a card of awakening. I always tell you guys this is a card of awakening. So the dead arise out of the graves. So the energy here related to the month of March for you may be that you pursue or you push through having to not only awaken yourself to some things that you may have went to sleep on, and I'm saying that in such a way where I'm not physically fell asleep. I'm just saying, that you put behind you or put aside of you for something to do later on. Now, this is the card that comes through to push that energy forward. This is you moving forward with having to come alive. This is what is a renewal, rebirth, almost like the death card, but has different characteristics, and just forging through on awakening to things that you have, fallen asleep to, or that you just, and again, not physical falling asleep, it's just things that you have left or regarded that didn't take priority or precedence at a specific time. Now, this time, those things take priority. Still, this energy of the Judgment card is spiritual energy, like the Hierophant, your own energy that showed up here. So there's spiritual energy watching over you, protecting you in the month of March. Also, some things that you discover about yourself that you didn't know before. That energy can always be positive or negative. And then also, too, some things that you discover about other people that you didn't know before that can be positive or negative. You just stay positive in the month of, in the month of March here, Taurus. And if you do that, you should be okay. And if your interactions with other people are positive, then, there's no worries for real. Because this is a card, as I always tell you, that represents karmic payback. So what you put out there is what you're going to get back in return, okay? So the month of March is the focus of having to forge through with anything that you wanted to do but just didn't have either time to do it or you just pushed it aside. This is you wakening up to that energy and whatever that energy may mean to you or for you. March may be the month for you to carry it out. All right, so in the month of April, and this would be, Alex Schaefer, Adam Roth created the Justice card. Eric Siater created Judgment. Next up we have, now we have the Sun. The Sun. April is in the Sun's energy is in the reverse. Okay, still with the Sun being in the reverse, it doesn't, just to show you what it looks like in the upright here, it's a very happy card. It's the most positive card in the tarot deck. But when this Sun is in the reverse, it's still positive. Only thing is when it's in the reverse, and Peter, I can't even pronounce it, so I'm going to stop saying these names. Anyway, When it's in the reverse, that means the success, the happiness, the love, the vibrancy, the energy is all being delayed or held up. Now, that might be on your own doing, or it might be, of the doing of someone else, affecting your energy. Okay. There's still blessings that are going to come. There's still success that's going to come. There's still happiness that's going to come. Some of you, because this is my health card, I always read. Some of you could be canceling health appointments and whatnot, x-rays of all kinds, canceling, rescheduling all kinds of health appointments, and just waiting for whatever the delay is that's holding up the events of this sun card, the happiness, the success, the love, the energy, until another day. So this is a month that may express itself where you'll feel low energy, Taurus, and not to really worry about it, because if you feel like you have low reserve, low energy, that might be the reason why the sun is in the reverse position. And the other things that I had said, that, people could be canceling, medical appointments, rescheduling medical appointments and whatnot, canceling trips or vacations, or delaying those trips or vacations until it's a better time. Okay. The sun is still not negative, or never, to me, that's how I read it, is never negative when it's in the reverse. There's just some other type of energy that may be forestalling or, impeding what's to come. So I do feel that there is some good stuff that is about to come to you. All right, so we got January, February, March, April, and the month of May. As we move into April, is part of your birthday energies for some bulls that I'm reading for, and then we go right into May fully, the month that represents the bulls. Okay, and what we have to look forward to is the major arcana, the Fool. All right, new beginnings. So in the month of your birthday month, then some of you bulls might want to begin some sort of, new thing. It could be a venture, seeking excitement. Yeah, seeking some sort of excitement or adventure, wanting to venture out, do some enterprising stuff, either on your own or in conjunction with other people. Just waiting for an opportunity to express yourself. The Fool is usually coming forth to show you or to tell you that, anything that you were fearful of or hesitant, of before, now's the time to make that move. Okay, so taking that leap forward is always associated with the major arcana, the Fool. For any other bull that doesn't really have anything else going on in the month of May, the birthday month, there's still some aspect of a new beginning that's going to happen or occur for you. So that's, promising there. All right, so what's happening in June, our last major arcana here for you, Taurus? And we're going to finish off with the moon. Okay, so the moon is in June. And the moon could represent many things. A cycle of energy here that's going to phase out, and a new cycle is about to open up for you. I do feel that in the month of June that some of my bulls need to make sure that they have checks on their emotions, because I always talk about the moon here. It could be tricky at times, sending your emotional, state up too high or sending it down too low. We always want to, put a check on our emotions and make sure that it's even or balanced. So there could still be some good things that come about in the month of May that makes you very emotional. Okay. Also, what was kept from you, hidden from you, shielded from you, now may become illuminated or revealed. Of course, anything, associated with, relationships, especially romantic partnerships, likes and crushes come forward. Also, there's this is your reading, so projection of energy coming on to you in terms of dedication and devotion, extended to you from those people that you are connected to, family members, romantic partners, as well as friends. All right, so that is the moon's that's the moon. And also it can't go without saying that you must pay attention to your intuition also in the month of June, because this moon represents intuition. So trust the energies of what you feel in the month of June, and you always have to go with those gut feelings or those inner voices, Taurus. Those are your own personal energies trying to help grab your attention so that you're making the best decisions moving forward for yourself. Okay, so the highlight of the month of June is paying attention to your intuition, placing checks on your emotions. There's a cycle of energies that's moving away from you. A new cycle is about to begin. Likes and crushes come forward when it comes to anything that was sacred, kept from you, held from you, may be revealed. So June may become a highly emotional month, but I'm not going to say it's going to be something that turns out to be bad, because it can still turn out to be something good. It all depends on you and what's going on in your situation. All right, so this is the first 6 months of the year for Taurus 2025. You started off with the Hierophant in January, Justice in February, Judgment in March. You have the reverse Sun in April, and the Fool in May, and then you finish off with the Moon in June. All right, so let's just throw a card here to see what's going on. This is, again, Lenormand, really, deck. It's only 20 cards, and it was created by Paris de Bono. All right, Paris de Bono. I don't know if he lives in Paris or not, but let's see. All right, so in January, Taurus, on top of the Hierophant, we have, okay, so the this is a cutting card. This is the scythe. Okay, so the scythe is not really positive. There's something that's cutting away, something I would also throw in there to be careful, Pisces specifically. It's a good thing that you have your own energy here in terms of protection. Be careful of any sharp objects in the month of January. Be careful of sharp objects in January. Something cutting away, something that you're being indecisive about, possibly. That relates to the scythe here. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Something cutting away, something, you're cutting away something, being careful of, metal objects, and it could relate to being indecisive about something. All right, in the month of February here on top of Justice, we have the Snake. These cards aren't read in reversals here, so if I turn them over in a reverse, they're not read in reversal. Female energy here. This is the other woman, okay? And Lenormand, this would be the other woman, not the actual woman, because there's another woman that represents a woman. But this woman here is to be, you guys might be dealing with someone who is either, there's a couple things that I read when I use this deck here. It could be a mother figure. It could be definitely female energy. Someone takes ill. That's what I'm seeing here in the month of February. Someone may be having problems, Taurus, with someone that you know. And there's some sort of internal stuff going on. So they could be, now this could be anything related to, this is how strong these cards are in terms of what I read. It could be anybody that you know who's dealing with varicose veins issues, who has some sort of, bowel obstruction or blockages internally. It could be anything related to high blood pressure. All right, so it may be that, you deal with somebody or you know somebody. Again, a female energy, mother, could be sister. Mother, sister, daughter. Someone's dealing with a medical issue in the month of February, and there's some sort of either blockage, varicose veins, or they're dealing with high blood pressure or some other internal energies that they need to have checked on or looked on, have something done about that situation. All right. In March here, Taurus, we have on Judgment, here's the woman. That's the woman I was just talking about, see? Okay, so the woman here in this spread here could just represent the female Taurus that sees the predictions for the month ahead, and this is you. When I talked about the judgment and all the things that goes along with that, this is you taking the steps to forge ahead of having to do, and notice that she's looking in the past. Isn't that ironic that I mentioned that this is the awakening card? So moving forward, doing the things that you slept on, not physically again, but you put to the side or that you just didn't have time for. Now, this month, very instrumental. This would represent you having to take care of this energy of whatever the judgment may mean for you moving forward. Your awakening, pushing forward with whatever you need to take care of that you may have, put aside and for another time. Now's the time to act or to push that energy moving forward. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, so here's the other woman. Here's the woman. And I feel that there's some issue that is going to go on with Taurus, who's associated with a female. Medical issue. Okay, medical issue. Now these cards don't foretell death or anything like that, so no need to worry. But if whatever this female has and it's caught in time, then there shouldn't be any issues. It will be taken care of. All right. So let's see what lands on April for you, Taurus. And we have, these are lilies. So the lilies usually represent, could be an older male, could represent sexuality, could represent someone retirement. Okay, so we have the lilies. And what else does it mean? Let me see. The lilies could represent, I should have this card right here in front of me. Yeah, it represents, could be an offer of some sort. It could be actually a literal flower. You could be giving literal flowers. It represents purity. Okay, represents purity. And what else does it? Desire. I did say attraction and sexuality. And it could oftentimes be related to some sort of form of healing. Now, you put all that energy together, Taurus, in the month of April, and notice that the sun is in the reverse. And the sun is always about healing. Okay, healing, and the healing can come through any forms. It's not just associated with medical. Any types of healing that is required. Now you have the card, even though it's a minor, to come in here to heal that situation, whatever it is that's going on. So the lily is always about sexual attraction. It's about retirement. It's about physical flowers, actual flowers. So you could, be given some flowers by someone, and desire. Okay, in the month of May here, let's keep moving along. I'm getting slow. Now, month of May is a lot of communication, a lot of chattering going on here. This is social media, social networking. The birds always represent that kind of, energy. So you're communicating with a lot of people, and it could be through social media, on the phone, whatever it is that you need to express. That's the birds. Number 5, it's going to sit on the Fool card in the month of May. So I expect there could be a lot of chit-chat going on for some bulls. For some of you, a lot of you through the means of social media. For others, it could be something else. And, direct person-to-person communication. It could be anything involving texting a great deal. All right, so to finish off the spread for you on the moon, we're going to... okay, so the moon, we have the career card. The 19th is 19 in Lenomo is about careers. And also, too, like I said, the other woman, this is the other man. So this could be your boss. This could be your brother. This could be your husband, boyfriend, or whatever. But I feel that the emphasis, though, of 19 is about changes within the career sector, or there's something going on here in terms of it could be promotions. It could be new job offers, career changes. Something involving your career is highlighted in the month of June. Okay, so there could be a lot of changes, and it lands on the moon. The moon represents changes, right? Emotional changes, but it also represents changes of other things too. So that cycle of energy that's ending, a new cycle beginning, may be attached to someone changing careers, someone getting a job promotion. The focus is on careers and jobs in the month of June, simply put. All right, so this is what I have for you, Taurus. Okay, I sort of struggled a little bit with this one as well. I guess as I move along and doing the others, I'll get better. But I think that I'm going to continue with this format because it seems like it works for me. All right. But anyway, just remember, it's just me interpreting these messages here. Only take what's going to work for you. And I would also refer back to this energy when these months start to open up and express themselves. And I think that, during the 6 months, being that it's shorter, will give you much more attention. Your attention span is not... if I did 12 cards and, laid some cards on top of the 12 cards, it would be somewhat daunting and overwhelming. So 6 months is enough. It's enough for you to come back and grasp and see how potentially your next 6 months is going to unfold for you. All right. So happy New Year's once again, Taurus. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, and just be safe going into the new year, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.